There are 137 species of snakes in Costa Rica, and we're about to travel 3,500 miles to the heart of the tropical rainforest, determined to film one of the largest and deadliest venomous snakes in the Americas, the iconic Bushmaster.
Nature in your face!
Costa Rica is a country that accounts for only 0.3% of the Earth's surface, yet it contains an astonishing 5% of the planet's biodiversity. It is situated between North and South America and is home to more than 500,000 plant and animal species which thrive in a variety of different ecosystems between its Atlantic and Pacific coastlines.
If you were to travel the 180-mile distance between the southern and northern end of the country, you would pass through 12 climatic zones. We traveled 70 miles northwest from San Jose to the far western slope on the Caribbean side of the country. This would be our base for the next few days, an area close to the far western range of the Bushmaster.
Finding a Bushmaster would be difficult, so the first step was to locate its favorite habitat. Bushmasters never venture very far from a source of water, so following a stream not only increased our chances of encountering one, but it also served as a simple way to avoid getting lost. Navigating through dense rainforest is challenging, and even with years of experience and taking every necessary precaution, it's impossible to completely eliminate the risk of accident. One careless step or wrong placement of a hand was all it would take to turn our trip into a nightmare.
When you're in the rainforest, it's not always about what you're looking at, but what might be looking at you.
Whether on the ground or in the branches, the cryptic patterns and excellent camouflage of many snakes ensured that we would likely walk past more than we could ever hope to see. But that didn't prevent us from occasionally coming across a rainforest gem. Resting motionless on a large palm leaf, only about 4 feet off the ground, we filmed the side-striped palm viper. The blue skin between its bright green scales undoubtedly put this snake atop the list of Costa Rica's most beautiful reptiles.
Our next run-in with the snake turned out to be a bittersweet moment. Basking on a large rock at the bank of the stream, we spotted what looked to be a young Bushmaster. As we got a closer look, we realized it was a Central American jumping pit viper. This heavy-bodied snake does not actually jump, but instead is named for the fact that it strikes with such incredible force it appears to launch itself off the ground. Most pit vipers strike and release their prey, not the jumping pit viper. This snake bites and holds on, pumping a continuous flow of deadly toxins into its victim's body with its large fangs. No other pit viper on the planet is known to kill in this way, and it was just another reason for us to be alert as we moved through the jungle.
Although we had still not filmed our Bushmaster, our morale was high, and we felt that it was a good time for us to head to another location, with the hope that our luck would change. The Bushmaster is in the genus Lachesis, which is a name derived from the 3 fates in Greek mythology. Lachesis, one of the 3 daughters of Zeus, had the task of measuring the thread of life, deciding how long one would live. If bitten by this snake, there's a good chance that your life has been determined.
Getting to where we wanted to go typically required traveling off-road, and we had already gotten stuck for several hours while driving to a higher elevation. But traveling was a necessity, and it ensured that we would find different species of animals as we continued our search for the Bushmaster.
We never expected to see what we were about to film next. Costa Rica's largest and most famous snake, the boa constrictor. Its predatory ranking in the rainforest rivals that of the jaguar, and a large adult has little to fear other than man. It was somewhat surprising to us that we were so excited to see a boa constrictor in the wild. Maybe it was because we had seen so many in captivity that we figured it wouldn't be such a big deal, but there we were, in complete awe of this legendary serpent.
We were now 5 days into our trip, and we had photographed dozens of Costa Rican animals, but still had not found a Bushmaster. Our chances of encountering one were becoming less likely as each hour passed, but then, after 32 miles of relentless hiking from sunup to sundown, we finally found what we were looking for. Moving slowly in front of us was a massive 8-foot Bushmaster. It made sense to me why we likely had not seen one until now, as it blended perfectly into the leaf litter. Obviously, it had picked up our scent as it began to slither away from us, so rather than run the risk of the snake getting away, we made the decision to bring the snake to a clearing where we could get a better look at this incredible animal. All right, check this out. This is exactly why I wear snake boots, or we wear snake boots. This is one of the most dangerous snakes in the Americas. It's the largest pit viper. We've just encountered a Bushmaster. It's the only egg-laying pit viper in the Americas, and I'm surprised at how chill it's being, but I'm glad, because you don't want to get bit by this snake.
That's right, so here in the Caribbean of Costa Rica, these guys make depressions in the forest. If they get stepped on, that is when they'll bite. This snake is a very docile specimen. Now what makes them so dangerous is the venom yield. They're called the matabuey here, and that's the local name. It means ox killer. So that right there tells you that they could kill a large animal, definitely a human being. So if you get bit by the snake, odds are you're not going to make it. They say 75% of the people who get bit by this, even receiving antivenom, they do not survive.
Yeah, that's why this is a dangerous snake. So we kind of let it slither. It's a little bit less likely to bite us just because it's exhausted, which is a good idea when you're this close to such a dangerous snake.
All right, well, it's starting to rain.
Yeah, we got to get the camera equipment out of here. So hope you enjoyed this little video of this guy here in Costa Rica. Let me get him a little closer. Can you see that? Getting that good? All right, the Bushmaster.
Having the opportunity to be able to film and photograph a Bushmaster was an unforgettable experience. Unfortunately, it is one of the most poorly understood and least studied venomous snake species in Central America. Even though a bite from a Bushmaster poses a serious threat to human life, it is secretive and rarely encountered. Scientists are only now beginning to realize the benefits from the properties contained within the snake's venom, which is reason enough to strive to protect the species and the habitat in which it is found.